Well, I've been shopping again, this time for the garden. Grandma is determined to get a good food garden going this year. And of course, I'm going to add upon this every year, so we'll see how it goes. Well, I got some bell peppers. I got a red one and I got a yellow one. Let's see, here's the yellow one and here's the red one. So those I'm going to put in pots because they can make it in a pot. I have a cantaloupe here. I probably would be planting that in the ground. I doubt it would work anyplace else. Sorry, Mr. Peanut, it likes to be noisy. So there's my cantaloupe. This is a zucchini plant. This is definitely going in the garden, in the ground. It's definitely not going in a container. I bought 3 small tomato plants. I think one may go in the garden. I don't know. This one here might. And this is the name of it. And I have 2 containers already in the garden ready to have something planted in them. So I think for sure I'm going to plant these. These are really small little tomatoes. They should do fine in a container. And the container they're going in is quite large. So I don't think there'll be a problem. This one here is the Husky Cherry Red. And that's the plant. It's not too big, but I'm sure in 6 weeks it'll be quite large. And then this one here, I thought this was the one I wanted to put in the garden. This might be the one I'm putting in the garden. We'll see. I'll see how many containers I have once I get busy working on this. So this one here, I'm not quite sure how small these are. And this tomato is a tiny tomato. It's definitely going in a pot. Because like I said, I do have 2 pots ready to have something planted in it. And one of them is looking pretty bad, but it's still well enough to put a plant in. And next year I'll probably throw it away and buy a new one. You know, you just do the best you can with what you have. Now, I would have bought these plants already, but they didn't have what I was looking for. I was wanting a white pumpkin, and I couldn't even find a package of that. But I did find a package with a mixed blend, and hopefully one of them will be white. If not, oh well, we can only do what we can do. I can only plant a couple pumpkin seeds because I don't have enough land to have a lot of them. The same with the watermelon. These are the smaller ones, so hopefully it will be okay. We'll see. Radishes will be no problem. I already have a container for them. I have a bunch I'm going to pull out of the ground here pretty quick. And when I do that, I'm going to plant these radishes where I pulled the other ones at. I'm pretty happy about these radishes. I got a great supply of them. And of course, I really do love these round black squash. They are really good. So I was happy to get those too. And I've been wanting to try to like these kind of onions, and so I thought I would buy some of these and try growing them. They can grow in a container. It won't be taking up any space. Can't believe how much this tomato plant has grown. It has gotten huge just in the last week. Do you see how much it's grown up? Here is the top of it now. I just tied up a few of my tomato branches just the other day, and I'm going to have to come and do it again. It has really taken off. And let's see if I can find some tomatoes. Look, everyone, I have 2 red tomatoes now. And as we look around, I think we can find some that are not ripe yet. I know I just saw them. Where did I see the tomatoes at? Well, this is a bad thing about getting old. You know you just saw something in here and now you can't find it. Well, at least I found my 2 little tomatoes. I think I'm going to pick them today and cut them in half and make sure my husband gets them for his salad. I still have lettuce growing in my green stock and also in my garden in the front. My beans over here are about a couple of weeks ahead of the other beans, and they have flowers on them. So I will have beans soon also. This tomato I planted the same day I planted that other one. And the plant looks super healthy and looking great. It has started getting tomatoes also. As you can see, none have ripened yet. This plant is probably half the size as the other one, even though they were planted the exact same day. But you can see I have plenty of tomatoes coming. Look at all the flowers. The plant looks super healthy, and I'm sure it's going to do fine. Now, these beans are probably almost a month behind the one I just showed you that has the flowers on it. But pretty soon it will look great. I'm going to have to prop this tomato up because it looks like it's going to go over if I don't. I have a lot of radishes in here that I need to pick. And you can see I have some more bean plants coming up. And a few weeds. I don't know if I'm going to try to pull them out or not. I don't want to dislodge any of my plants. I do have some radishes growing up. And as you can see, here's some more that need to be pulled up. And some more beans that are starting to climb up. So really, I think it's doing pretty good, as you can see. It's full of plants and life. And pretty soon, we're going to have a lot more. I have a little hill of I'm going to plant sometime this week with seeds. So it will take it a little longer to grow. And I'm going to have to put down, I think, a few pavers to have a walk path for all these plants. We'll see how it goes. Well, I hope you enjoyed the garden tour today. We have a lot more to share we could, but we don't want to make our videos too long. As you can see, the tomatoes are doing good, the beans are doing good, and the radishes are ready to be picked. I already bought new radish seeds, and so I will be throwing out some new radishes this week. And I know this is going to sound strange to all of you, but I'll mention it again. I do not like radishes. And then you're going to say, why are you planting radishes? Because I did find a way to eat radishes and enjoy them. Put them in the oven. I know you're not going to believe it. If you bake your radishes, if you don't like that sharp taste of a radish, it'll take it away. It doesn't taste exactly like a potato, but sort of like a potato. Hey, give it a try. Just see if you like it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. Don't plant them. Just go buy a bushel of radishes, put them a little oil around them, put them in your oven, and bake them until they're soft, and then eat it. You'll be amazed at what they taste like. One of my garden buddies told me about it. I didn't believe her, but she was right. Totally changed the taste of radishes. And even if you like radishes, give it a try just to see what it tastes like, just to have some new experience. Now, when you grow everything from seeds, you never know what you might get. I don't know if the birds bring it in, if the fairies bring it in, or if it's just an extra seed in a seed packet you just used. But here is a new plant I don't remember ever having in my garden before, but it mysteriously showed up. Now, I could have pulled it out, but because I didn't know what it was, I left it alone. And to my amazement, it does look beautiful. And it has beautiful little purple flowers on it. Hopefully it'll be something I will enjoy for years to come, and it seems to love where it's coming up at. And that's another thing. You have to find things that they love to be. You never know what you may get. Just hang in there until you see what happens. How is Grandma's garden growing? Let me know what you thought. I think we're getting a lot of beautiful things. I have a lot of things I need to clean up. But it will be pretty soon. You just have to keep working on it. Not quite sure what I have coming up in this container either, but something is coming up. And as you can see, a lot of California poppies are also coming up. Well, keep hanging in there. We're going to have a lot more to share.